Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special Cabinet meeting, which is a meeting of just the one item. Can we start by asking, are there any declarations of interest this evening? No declarations of interest. Item number 2, urgent items. Chief Executive, do we have any urgent items?
No urgent items this evening, Chair.
Thank you. So we move straight on to the item for decision, which is item number 3, accommodation project town hall re-roofing works. And Councillor Trevor Fiddler is going to introduce this item.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. It's a short report, but it's taken a damn long time to come to Cabinet for the first time in, several years. That the accommodation project has been going ahead. This is the first time, it's a landmark decision, where we're beginning to put cash to the renovation project. And tonight's meeting is obviously going to be very brief because it's simply a technical report. And it's a technical reason why it's in front of Cabinet, because the Council needs approval from the Cabinet for the capital spend, which I think is in the order of £260,000. And this is monies that comes from the capital receipts from the sale of St David's Road that we're all familiar with. That amount of money was £270,000, of which we intend to spend £260,000. And in essence, that money is to re-roof this building. Straightforward, simple, and I don't think there's any need. The report is self-explanatory. I don't think there's any need for me to add to what I've just said.
Thank you, Councillor Fiddler. Would any other members of the Cabinet care to make any comments?
I just believe it's time that it should be done. And what it will do is stop any further damage happening to the fabric of the building.
Thank you, Councillor Pounder. Does the officer wish to comment at all? Andrew?
I'm more than happy to answer any questions.
Do we have any questions for Andrew? Councillor Little.
Yes. The part-time clerk of works who's recommended to oversee the works and would be funded from existing revenue budgets. Now, can you just explain that to me, please?
Well, obviously we need someone to supervise the work.
Your microphone's not on.
We need to supervise the work as it goes on a day-to-day basis. So we're intending to use the repair and maintenance budget to fund a part-time clerk of works for foreseeable 2 hours a day during the primary parts of the contract. Obviously on the set-up period where you're putting scaffolding up on this side, there's no need for a clerk of works. But obviously once they get the roof stripped off and there's actually stuff going back, then we'll be expecting the clerk of works to overview the work.
Is this a Farnborough Council clerk of works or is it...
The clerk of works we're suggesting has just retired on early retirement from Blackpool Borough Council.
Right.
And we're hoping to be able to procure his services.
And it's coming from the repair?
Coming from the revenue budget from repair and maintenance.
Thank you very much.
Councillor Threlfall.
Thank you, Chair. We've chosen the cheapest as a best value, or
That's best value.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it? We haven't used Monks before as a contractor, but they're well known to our building maintenance surveyor who've worked for Lancashire County Council, and they've been going since 1930, Monks of Longridge.
Yeah,
so we're every confidence in them as a reputable firm to carry out this work.
All right, thank you. That's fine, Chairman. Before I get reprimanded by the clerk for being sloppy, I want to specifically address the 2 recommendations on page 3. And those are the recommendations that I propose to Cabinet. Would somebody like to second
Yes, it gives me great pleasure to second that, Councillor
What have you
Fiddler.
made
I'm
it
still
to?
thinking about how to work this microphone. That's what's going on in my mind.
Yeah, if it was terribly complicated, we'd have to all be trained and it'd be straightforward. Too easy.
It's just like that, Councillor Fiddler.
And I can cut you off, Councillor Little. I think that concludes the business for tonight's meeting. Thank you very much for your attendance.